seemingly really enjoyed having them around this weekend. And I'll tell you what, anybody willing to put on that suit in the heat that we've had here in Poland this week has my respect and my admiration. Well, we get set now for the individual match play and individual medal play. 5 sets, 3 arrows per archer per set at 70 meters. And again, 2 points awarded for winning a set, 1 point for a tie. First to score 6 or more wins the match and the medal. And if there is a tie at the end of regulation play, a 1 arrow shoot off. So we get set for the women's bronze medal match. And first out is Kristine Esebua, who was born and raised in Ukraine, has moved to Georgia, lives in Tbilisi, and has become a great representative of that country. As you take a look at Kristine Esebua, who defeated Aida Roman, by the way, 7-1 in the quarterfinals this week before losing in the semis 6-4 in a match that went 5 sets. Her opponent today from Germany, the woman seeded 22nd after qualifying, Elena Richter, who still managed to get through the elimination rounds, survived a quarterfinal shoot-off, and then was defeated 6-4 in the semifinals. So it's Richter and Esabua. Germany versus Georgia, as we get set for the women's bronze medal match. Now in Shanghai, it was Kibo Bay blanking Karina Venter of Germany. So Germany's had a chance to win the bronze medal already here in World Cup play in 2015. On the beach at Konialty Beach in Antalya, about 2 months ago, was Deepika Kumari of India who came away with the bronze medal. Today it'll be either Richter or Esebua. Now, Esebua, we were watching her style this morning. Very interesting to watch her, the way she shoots. Keep an eye on her. She looks up as she's drawing.
I've actually come across that with some archers who can't, something in their mind just doesn't allow them to look at the target. while they're drawing the string back. But once the string hits their face, then
they lock in.
Then they look at the target. And I can't explain it, but just some people just shoot better.
I was hoping you would explain it.
The only thing I can really think of is, yeah, there it is.
And when we get a closer look at her on another shot, we'll be able to see it much, much better. But as she's drawing back, she looks skyward. Then once she's at full draw, she locks in on that target. But it all works. Seems to work for her very well.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I can really think of when she does that, or when any archer does that, is that they are looking for the feel. Let's just watch her eyes. Oh. So what I think is happening is they're looking for the feel of that shot, and they don't want anything to distract them. So they look at something that's not related to the target. It's just something interesting that people do.
Elena Richter locked in on that target, 70 meters away. So that will make her feel a lot better than the opening shot. We're tied at 18 after the first 2 arrows. Esabua at full draw. Big time shot right there for Esabua.
If I'm not mistaken, Esabua has been to this type of individual stage before, and I believe in 2011 she was in the finals in Torino.
She got a silver medal.
Silver medal against Denise Van Lemoen from Chile. So Esabua has been very strong in the past, and she's still showing it now. So, I mean, it's going to be anybody's game, because I know Elena Richter is a very strong archer as well. Right now she's probably talking to her coach going, I don't know what happened on that 8. That's really weird. But sometimes when you get out to the finals field, it's just that little bit of extra pressure that gets loaded up onto you that you just need to be able to deal with and know how to adjust for.
Interesting you mentioned the silver medal Esabua won in 2011. She claims that really changed her life, and it also changed the image of archery in her country. That was a big day for her and for Georgia.
Yeah, being on that side of winning medals, I know that once you've gotten a medal at the world level, suddenly people who are in charge of funding and money start to pay attention to you. So that
called credibility.
Yeah, and it's called expectations as well.
That's true. Heavy lies the head that wears the crown.
Or the medal.
Or the medal. Esabua.
That looked like a good shot.
And it was.
Just barely out. And something that to note for the people who already haven't heard me say this before, that 10 ring at this distance from edge to edge is tiny.
This camera angle and this shot is so deceiving because it looks like it's as big as the ocean.
It does, but it's at that distance, you have 1/10 of a degree to move from side to side. From, let's say, a 10 at 9 o'clock to a 10 at 3 o'clock on that line. 1/10 of a degree is not much to move. So it's a lot of skill and a lot of talent to be able to shoot that many 10s with this much pressure on this field.
Tied up at 1-all in match play after they split the set, which has been pretty much par for the course here this afternoon. In each of these first 3 matches, the opening set has been split. And that holds true here in this match.
And that set just went to Miss Richter. She won that one 27-26.
It goes so quickly.
Yeah, and the whole German contingent here watching her. And up in Canada, we have a new high-performance director who's actually very closely tied to the Germans as well. And we've had chats with the Germans, and we have heard what they do for training and for preparation and everything. And I'm willing to bet that the Germans prepared really well for the finals field, because I saw that the German men had a match this morning, and now we have Elena Richter on the field as well. So their coach, Oliver, probably took a lot of time figuring out which direction the prevailing winds are, what the average temperature at this time of the year is. All of that stuff comes into play, especially with the German coaching system. And looking at their schematics for what was going to be the tendencies when we were in Copenhagen on the finals field, I mean, these guys were prepared to shoot the finals a month or 2 before the tournament even began.
There we got a good look at Esebua looking skyward, then bringing her gaze down to the target, but it doesn't work. It's a 6. Which may not be the style. It's maybe the wind.
The flags are moving for sure more on the field of play. But not sure if Richter adjusted for that or just shot a good strong shot and that went into the middle, but the flags were definitely blowing, and you can see the wind on our meter is picking up. Now it's calming down. That's a good shot.
Kristine connects right down the middle. Recovering nicely from the 6 on her first arrow. Now Richter, after her 3rd World Cup medal, she needs this set to wrap it up.
And sometimes when your opponent does shoot a 6, it kind of makes you relax a little bit and get into your own rhythm again, because you know that there's really no pressure. But now the fact that she just shot a 26 with a 6 means that Elena has to still shoot at least gold here to win this set. Good.
Got it. That's it.
That's 5 sets. She still needs 1 more set point, but that's definitely a relief on them.
So she goes up 5-1 after 3 sets. And Kristine Esebua still able to smile, even though she's backed into a corner right now.
Well, there's really nothing you can do. You can't put more pressure onto yourself when you're losing like this, because that might just make you shoot something that's not the way you shoot. So the best you can do, and some of the psychology behind it, is just get relaxed and do your shot. You've got nothing to lose at this point and everything to gain. And so Miss Esabua, all she has to do is just shoot her shot. And if she shoots her shot, the shot that got her to this medal round, she will probably make those arrows land in the middle.
The shots that she took on her last 2 attempts.
Yeah. Hopefully those are fresh in her mind right now.
So it's 5-1 in favor of Elena Richter. And Esebua looking skyward for an answer. It's 70 meters downstream. There it is with a 9. So Esebua, who's been to the 2004, 2008, and 2012 Olympic Games, finished 17th in London, watches as Elena Richter also finds the 9 ring. Last World Cup medal for Esebua, a team bronze in the Dominican Republic in 2008. Of course, this morning, she was able to pick up a silver medal in team competition. So she was able to medal this morning. Now has an opportunity to come back.
She can shoot a 10 right now and lock this set. That's it. That was a good shot. That was smooth. It had life. She didn't spend a lot of time at full draw. There was no hesitation. She totally deserved that 10.
It's a done deal in this set.
And Richter just has to keep her shot going.
Stay in rhythm, and she does. It's a solid end, or set, I should say, for Elena Richter, but Esabua is able to come back and make it a 5-3 match.
And interesting to note, Miss Esabua has shot double the amount of 10s that Miss Richter has. Esabua has shot 4 to Richter's 2. So that's, I mean, when Esabua shoots a good shot, it's there. It's right in the middle. And unfortunately, the only 10s that came from Miss Richter are in the first set. She had 2 of them. Everything else has just been floating around the 10. I always say you've got it surrounded now. Just go after it, but it's right now it's
don't dance around it, huh?
Yeah, you gotta go. So something that Richter needs to start doing is start shooting more 10s. And I know again that's a redundancy for me to say in archery, but in this case, the 10s are really going to help. That's what's getting Esabua through this match right now.
So Esabua, who did defeat Aida Roman earlier this week, 7-1 in the quarterfinals. 3-time Olympian, finishing 17th in London. Low, though, on that shot. Not the way she wanted to start it, obviously. So an opportunity for Elena Richter.
I wouldn't be surprised if Esabua shoots a 28 with an 8. Shoots 2 more 10s.
Based on what we saw in the last set. Although that theory goes out the window right there.
Yeah, that was a bad shot. And she shook her head right after, knowing that that was a bad shot.
It is so interesting to see how it comes and it goes. Steely-eyed Elena Richter closing in. All those holes in that target right around those yellow rings. Esabua really needing a 10, and I think it's going to be just outside. Yeah,
just out.
So now Elena Richter on the world circuit since 2005, and that registers on the Richter scale. She comes up with the win as she takes the set and the match to claim the bronze medal here in Poland.
Well, congratulations to Elena Richter. You can see she's really happy with that. And all of her teammates obviously really happy. But that was a good match. That was definitely a good match. Some wayward arrows that I'm sure the archers would love to have back, but there it is. You're a bronze medalist, Elena Richter.
She's a tough competitor. In 2013, she had 6 top 10 finishes on the World Cup circuit, but no medals. Then in 2014, things improved. Won an individual gold medal in Shanghai at stage 1. Then a team gold medal at stage 2 in Medellin, but fell short of reaching the World Cup finals. She'll pick up some important points right here that certainly will make her a factor in the race for Mexico City.